Some believe the appearance of a white butterfly to be a sign from a deceased loved one. The whole conversation in the car is really, really cool because it makes it feel like everything that he wanted to say, he finally comes to terms and he musters up the strength mentally to actually acknowledge it for the first time, other than just being like, oh, these are my feelings. He's like actually acknowledging it for the first time that he wants to be in the car with him. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out something that I planned on doing actually a month ago. Actually even more, because the music video came out and it straight away popped up in my recommended feed. The thumbnail looked incredibly dramatic, and you know the gist. One thing led to another. I pushed it back to another time, and here we are over a month later. But on the flip side, we're actually doing two music videos because from a quick little search, apparently these two are connected. So we're gonna go back in time to 12 years ago to discover K.will. We're starting off with Please Don't, and then we're going to jump into his latest music video, which is No Sad Song for My Broken Heart, I believe is the English title. So without further ado, from what I've seen from various thumbnails of other people reacting to this should be quite heartbreaking. So I'm in a heartbroken mood. Well, I'm in a iffy mood. I'm not in a heartbroken mood. I'm just in a weird mood. So I feel like this is the perfect timing to just, dive deeper into my depression. As sad as it may sound, but hopefully I'll snap out of it quick. So without further ado, let's get into it. Well, he's very much not into her, so it seemed like, from his facial expressions. Aww. Where did you come from? Whoa. Wait, the dynamic is killing me. 눈물도 이젠 다 까야겠지 주머니 속 네가 줬던 손수건을 써야 할지 이젠 버려야 할지 왜 떨림이 멈추질 않지 미친 척하고 널 잡아볼래도 내 몸이 내 말을 잘 듣지를 않아 차 안에 남은 네 향기에 취해 영영 깨고 싶지 이러지마 제발 떠나지마 제발 네가 떠나간 빈자리 위에 차가운 향기만 남아 이러지마 제발 떠나지마 제발 Oh my god. They pulled an M. Night Shyamalan on me. Holy shit. And she's Bruce Willis. Jesus Christ. Well, she's the prettiest Bruce Willis I've ever seen, but, you know. Ah. Oh. 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 See, I wondered about this dynamic because it was like when they were at the stairs, like she tried to make him laugh, make him do like play with his face and whatnot, and he was like not giving an F about that. But when the guy showed up, he smiled for him, not for her. By the way, the girl is actually, from what I read, is a member of the group's sister, who's obviously a big group with Yolan, if I'm not mistaken, as well. This I think is her name, but I'm probably butchering the name, so I'm gonna refrain myself from pronouncing her name. So apologies if I just say her, because I'm too self-conscious about the way I pronounce names already, so I don't want to add another one. But I felt like for a second there they pulled an M. Night Shyamalan and she's kind of like dead or something. But in reality, the music video makes so much more sense. And the lyrics as well. They make the music video and they make the whole thing feel even more visceral and more like taboo, especially 12 years ago. The second she disappears from the car, he tears the photo, and until the very end, they lead you to believe that it's about him and her, but then he pulls the two parts of the photo together, and then the picture becomes, oh, he's into him. But there was a glimpse of that in the beginning, actually, when she was trying to make him happy. She was trying to like play with his face, try to be playful with him, and he was having none of it. There was like a moment where he gave like this like, yeah, he was happy, even though it looked like he faked it. That's not fucking fake. Like he's happy to see him. He's not happy to see her. So he's resentful of her, not because she chose the best friend, but because he wanted to be with the best friend. You know what I mean? And it also feels like at times it makes me wonder, there was like a shot of her in the car being emotionless. Like her expression changed from being kind of like happy to being a little bit eh. I think it's right here. Yeah. I think it's right. Yeah, this one. Like she looks like she almost like understands what is happening. So it makes me wonder, did she know that he was into him? He never seems happy with her, but he was happy with him in that moment that they looked at each other. He was happy. That's like the few, every glimpse of happiness that he has is only when it's associated with the other guy. When he looks at him or when they exchange looks and he's like trying to be happy for him. Like he is trying to suppress his own love for him because he wants them to be happy. But he tried so hard until the very end to put that aside, and he just cannot, which is why he tears down the photo and then puts them two together. And then he's in the car with him because that's his fantasy. So the whole conversation in the car is really, really cool because it makes it feel like everything that he wanted to say, he finally comes to terms and he musters up the strength mentally to actually acknowledge it for the first time, other than just being like, oh, these are my feelings. He's like actually acknowledging it for the first time that he wants to be in the car with him. So the whole music video of the conversation in the car with her is like him being almost like in denial, I guess, a little bit, or putting us in a state of thinking that this is just a regular relationship that turned south because there's like a triangle, there's best friends, and she chose the other friend, and that's all. And he's like resentful, he's jealous, he wants to do something, but he never could because he didn't want to ruin the friendship. But in reality, he was just mustering up the strength to actually fantasize about him in the car. So that's like the first time that he was like, oh shit. these feelings are more than just feelings. Like, I really want to be with this person, and there's nothing that I can do about it, even if they're fucking married or whatever the fuck else it could be. That's my take on it. At the very least, I really enjoyed this music video. Like, holy shit. It legitimately felt for a second that the girl dies in this one or something. Like they quite literally pull like an M Night Shyamalan moment on you with the twist, and then in reality, like she was she's dead in terms of she's not the one that I love, that everyone thought that I loved. Anyway, that's at least my take on it. Let me know in the comment section how off I am. Obviously, this is just kind of like watching this for the first time and trying to understand it, but. The most recent song, which is apparently part two, No Song for My Broken Heart by K.will. Let's go. And I also forgot to mention his vocals are absolutely fucking beautiful. It's hard to focus on anything other than the storyline itself, so apologies if I miss some stuff when it comes to like the technical aspects of the song. Let's go. I just want to take a moment to say like how much some of you probably hate this, because it's like you have no. Some of the comments are probably going to be like, you have no idea how easy it is for you to just watch these two music videos back to back. I had to wait fucking 12 years for this. I get the sentiment. I'm sorry, guys. Oh. What was it? Oh, that's a random. Is that a butterfly? Why is a white butterfly suddenly flying over? And it came out of nowhere. Did it? No. Where did it come from? Oh, okay. But it's way too big of a deal, so it feels like it's passing right his hairline, like right his hair. Wait, hold up. White butterfly. This actually reminds me of Dead Butterflies by Architects for some reason. White butterflies symbolism. You gotta be fucking kidding me. With their radiant, pristine wings, white butterflies are a symbol of purity, innocence, and healing, both physically and spiritually. Common white butterflies include the cabbage white, checkered white, and desert marble species. Some believe the appearance of a white butterfly to be a sign from a deceased loved one. Seeing a white butterfly is often a sign that your angels and spirit has a message for you. What the fuck? If he's dead. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. They're gonna pull another M. Night Shyamalan on me? Crooked angle is interesting. Because it literally represents an imbalance, so something is off. Oh my god. Is he dead? Is that his funeral? That he's dead. The crooked angle is like a representation of like an imbalance in the character's life, like life turned upside down, or like imbalance of like power, dynamic changing, and all that kind of stuff. It's used frequently in movies, obviously in K-drama specifically. It's used a ton, which is why I immediately said cricket angle, Dutch angle. Sorry, is what I meant. Sorry. What the fuck? Okay, he's not dead. Oh. Wait, is the other one dead? Is he dead? Which one of them is dead? Okay, none of them are dead. Oh my god, the vocals. Oh my lord. I hope none of them is dead. Doesn't seem like. Oh my god, the heartbreak in the vocals. It's like he resents himself for having these feelings because it's not. He can't stop himself. No. What did he say? Oh. No, fuck me for realizing that too early. Because the watch was also broken, I realized that now. Oh no. It's like the car. Imagining, wishing to have that moment again. Holy shit. This is so. Oh my god. The acting, by the way, is brilliant.
보고 싶었어.
Holy fuck. What the fuck? You have got to be fucking kidding me. This is some of the most heartbreaking fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. The whole butterfly symbolism that we talked about in almost the intro, in the beginning of this reaction, makes so much sense now. Because I'm guessing that he confessed to him at the tunnel, which ironically kind of like almost like in a tunnel in a underground, kind of like finally expressed his feelings. But then something happened, obviously, and he passed away. There is a shattered watch. I don't think it's even working. Like the watch is broken because he's dead. His time is done. That's why the watch is not working. That's why it's broken. And I think I'm sorry, the other guy who remains alive. I'm sorry, I don't know the names. But it seems like it's a mixture of almost like him going into the funeral. So obviously, all he thinks about is him. So he imagines a scenario where they're having a conversation and reminiscing, and then that kind of like the reaction of him mixes up because it's almost as if like he is that same angel that is represented by the butterfly. And the funeral, him attending the funeral, is also kind of in a way letting go, in a way, if that makes any sense. Like, he was surprised that he could see him because maybe he was filled with so much regret over not reciprocating the same feelings towards him as he did. As like the scene with when he's watching him sleeping, and like the temptation and everything's kind of like overwhelms him to a point where he's like, I'm never going to be able to live my life normally without thinking about you. So I better walk away, or I'm going to confess, and this could ruin us unless you reciprocate it. And I'm guessing the feelings were not reciprocated to that extent. He wanted to be friends potentially. So him being scared and surprised by the fact that he can see him, maybe it's because he's like an angel who was sent to let him know that everything is going to be okay, that you don't have to feel regretful. You don't have to resent yourself. You don't have to think about what would have happened if we didn't stay in touch. If I did reciprocate those feelings straight away, you would be alive. If I ignored you and we never talked again, you would be alive. Like, he's pretty much overwhelmed with so much guilt, and all these the conversation that they were having is very, very interesting. It's even interesting because this is like a BlackBerry phone. This is like old school fucking. This is like, they also show I think that's like an iPhone. I don't know. The music video was released this year, but was it shot this year? It looks like an iPhone 13 or 14 or something like that. So like, there's a huge disconnect in like technology. So is the other guy like resentful, and is like quite not resentful towards him, regretful, remorseful that he's like literally stuck in the past or something like that? I'm not really sure. Like, the phones are very, very interesting, because they make it a big deal to show the fact that the phones are completely way different generations. Like, I don't think anybody uses a BlackBerry nowadays and hasn't used them in like at least 5 years or so. So that's interesting. I feel like something's broken. Like, the lyrics are so fucking heartbreaking. People laugh and cry. I just have a blank stare. Holy fucking shit. Um, since I didn't even try to hold on to you. Like, you'd never appreciate what you have until you lose it. And as he lost it, he starts to think about everything that could have happened and all the ways that this friendship or this potential relationship could have been. Like, this is so fucking heartbreaking. And like, by the time that he finally mustered up the strength to confess to him, he dies. Like, that's fucking, that's like, whoever came up with this concept, like, god fucking damn. You, I don't know what you watch on Christmas to feel happy, if you watch fucking Home Alone or fucking Terrifier to make yourself happy, because that's fucking diabolical. I feel like the music video itself is a blend of past and present of sort. There's also like an interesting, on these shots, there's like this heavy grain, whereas these shots are a little bit more polished. So I'm guessing he confessed to him that that was like the conversation. He's shocked, he doesn't know what to say, but then he does say something, but I don't know what that is. I can't be as honest as I was with you. Damn, the lyrics are fucking wild. Like, the heartbreaking, no matter how much I like. Oh my god, I think that's the thing. Maybe he wishes, maybe him calling his name is something that he wished he did, because if he did that, he would have came back and never died. Maybe that's maybe that's it. That's fucking incredible. Holy shit, this music video. And he wears the same watch, like, that was it passed to him? Or is that what was left of him and he took the watch? As like, maybe that's, he's the only person that was the closest to him, so they gave him his belongings or something like that. But something happened at the train, obviously. And like, the fact that he confessed to him under, in that tunnel under the train, underground, basically, in some capacity, like, it's also so fucking symbolic, because like his feelings were bottled up so fucking much, and he finally, like, not snapped, but he finally couldn't take it anymore, and he just gave in and he said what he wanted to say. It's like, whatever happens, I'm just gonna say it and I'm gonna let it off my chest. And unfortunately, from what I understand from this music video, the feelings were not reciprocated, and that resulted in tons of regret, because if I did reciprocate, maybe things would have been different. And this song was fucking beautiful. I need a second. I really need to listen to the song, like, on Spotify or something, without any like, without any music videos, without anything to distract me, because the song itself is so fucking beautiful. But the music video, like, this is, we just watched two fucking movies. Honestly, I honestly don't know what to say. I, other than I hate myself for almost like calling it straight away because of the butterfly fucking symbolism thing that I read. It's wild. I don't even know what else to say. This is a fucking masterpiece, and the acting here is absolutely fucking fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. Educate me on the actual meaning, because this is just, my interpretation, and that's pretty much it. So I'm not telling anyone what to think, what it actually is. It's not facts or anything. It's just one interpretation of what I would assume many. But let me know of the more popular, I guess, interpretation of this music video. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are, and have a wonderful day. Don't cry. Fuck, I don't know. Just, how can you not? Jesus Christ. Be well and safe wherever you are. See ya.